Second part of the two-part series, What's the Diff? We have Mr. Lawhon. Let's welcome Mr. Lawhon to the stage. Yes, indeed. All right, he needs help, folks. He's getting up there. All right. Me, I'm just out of shape. Okay, anyway, there you go.
Okay, this is the, how does he do this to me? This is the second part of the series, What's the Difference Between Christianity and Other Religions? The memory verse of the day is, and it's on the screen, and it says, salvation is found in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven by which we must be saved. That's Acts 4:12. And what that means is the main difference between Christianity and other Eastern religions, and most other religions are Eastern religions, is we believe that Jesus is the only way to salvation. They believe that there's other ways, and basically all the other religions are the same thing. They're a system of works that you do to get saved. You do these certain list of things, and then you get to go to heaven. You get saved. Christianity believes that Jesus is the only way. But basically, I want to tell you something about yourselves today. There was a book written several years ago. It was a bestseller book. I'm sure you didn't read it. It was called The Greatest Generation. There's the sound. Thank you very much. It was called The Greatest Generation. And it was a book about World War II. And this author, the author is the one who wrote the book, he said that the greatest generation was the generation that fought in World War II. Because World War II was against the ultimate forces of evil. If we had lost World War II, there'd be no democracy. You'd have none of the things that we have today. So we're grateful to the greatest generation who fought in World War II, the men and women, because they gave us the modern day world of freedom, the modern day world of everything that we have in the world today. It's because they decided that they would stand against evil. But now God is raising up another generation, because there's also evil in the world, and we need to stand against that. We need to stand against it together. And where there's going to be a greater generation, and you're a part of that greater generation, the greater generation that needs to rise up and do the things that my generation has not done. Now, we have done some good things, but we have to also say that we've left a lot of things done for you. But I believe that all the things that we haven't done, you'll do. You'll be able to do things that we've never done. You'll be able to see things that we've never seen, and you'll be able to speak to people in a way that they'll understand you and they'll hear you, because right now you're being trained. First graders are being trained, second graders, sixth graders, you're all being trained. And that someday, and that day will be very soon, you'll be able to change the world because you're being prepared right now. And you're going to be the greater generation. And I have to say that as adults, we've done some things that have happened that I never thought would happen in the world. Like in America right now, there's 17 million people in America that follow Eastern religions. 4 million people are even Buddhists. Can you imagine that? You've never even maybe met a Buddhist, but there's 4 million in America. And there's millions of Muslims. And even in the Detroit area, there are 500,000 Muslims just living around that city. And this is something that I wonder where I was when this was all happening. I wonder where the church was. But what I'm not wondering is what's going to happen next. Because what's going to happen next is you're going to be the next generation, and you're going to take over, and you're going to change all this. Right now, a lot of the movie stars, can you believe it? A lot of the movie stars are Buddhists. And here's some, I don't watch movies, but some of these guys I have heard of, and they're strong Buddhists, and they talk on the talk shows, and they tell all about it. One is Harrison Ford, star of Star Wars, Indiana Jones. Orlando Bloom, if you heard of him. Pirates of the Caribbean, he's Buddhist. Phil Jackson, the coach of the LA Lakers, he'll often say that because he's Zen Buddhist, that's the reason his teams do so well. And then the greatest golfer in the world is Tiger Woods. He says that he has problems now because he fell away from Buddhism, and now he's going to start following Buddha a lot closer. So you see, we've kind of made things really tough for y'all. But you know what? Even though my generation has not done some things, and we haven't accomplished a lot of things, but one thing we've done is we started Christian schools, and one of the Christian schools we started is Faith Academy. And when y'all grow up, you'll be able to speak to these people, to these movie stars they're on the talk shows, to all these people. You'll be able to tell them, you know what? Y'all are wrong. The things you're doing are wrong. All these people in government that are cheating, all these people in business that are lying, you'll be able to tell them, you know what, that's wrong, there's a better way. Jesus can change your heart, and He can change our country. We can go back and be the way they were, and you'll know how to do that. And I already see the first graders and the second graders doing this. You'll develop your character. And so if you pay attention, if you continue to pay attention, and you do well in all your subjects, when you get out of here, you'll be able to go wherever God wants you to go, because you'll be ready to do anything if you can read and write. And you can do everything. You'll be ready to go, and you'll be able to do whatever He says. You won't need further preparation. And going back to the Eastern religions and what we need to do about them. You know, one thing that we decided when Isaac and I first went to Sri Lanka, which is mainly Buddhist, is we didn't know anything about the Buddhists, nor did we care to know anything about the Buddhists. And we didn't know what we should do about them, but we found out that we were already doing a great thing that had a great effect on Buddhists. The main thing I can tell you that would make a lot of sense to you, first graders and second graders, and there's no kindergartners here, but to younger people, that you would not like about the Eastern religions and other religions, and the reason that you shouldn't follow them is because they're no fun. There's no joy in them. There's no love. Nowhere in their religion does it say God loves you, or that you have to love Him, or that you give other people mercy, or that God gives you mercy. Nowhere is there any joy. Nowhere is there any fun. So when Isaac and I would go around Sri Lanka, and we were having fun joking with each other and wrestling with each other and making jokes and playing games in the church and shocking people, and everyone realized this is what Christianity is like. When we go to heaven, we'll like it. It'll be fun. And the people in the Eastern religions, they're very serious. They never have any fun. There's no joy. And the reason they don't have any joy is because there's no life in what they're doing. And so what I want to tell you, the basic way you can say that we're different from Eastern religions is we have fun and they don't. Like, remember when Mr. Long shaved his head? Okay, if we were Buddhists, you would not have laughed. You would not dare to have laughed at Mr. Long. Okay, nor would he come up here and allow him to be himself in front of you while he shaved his head. He would not do that. You wouldn't talk about it. If the teachers have laughed about it, that's a good way to lose your job. They don't have any fun. And the Buddhist, the youth up there, they would tell us that they wanted to be Christians and they wanted to be around us because we were having fun. Now that was their way of saying that there's joy. And see, there's other ways that you think you're having fun, but see, right now, if you're not paying attention, you're probably not having fun. You're probably getting in trouble. It probably won't be a good day for you. Following Jesus is the best way to have fun. And so I want to show you something that right now, 10 years ago, Isaac and I were working in children's ministry. And one thing I wanted Isaac to know was that following Jesus is fun, that you'll like it. It's a great thing to do. If you're following Jesus, you want to get out of bed in the morning, you want to go to school, you want to do things because He's with you. And it's fun. It's fun to follow Jesus. And so we made these series of tapes. Isaac and I used to be in charge of the early morning service in children's church. And we did it for 5 years from the time he was a little kid. And so we did this little video, and it's just 2 minutes. It's just a 2-minute excerpt, and we're going to play it. We did a whole series of these, maybe a dozen of them. And this is something you would never do in an Eastern religion. This is something it would never happen, because they would say that Isaac in this tape was being disrespectful to me. They would say this is being disrespectful. They would say that it's too much fun, and you're not supposed to have fun in church. And see, we can actually have fun. We can have a lot of things that we can do. And by the way, I have this great story about Isaac's belly button I've been wanting to tell you all year. And by the way, you can never do that. You can never do that in any other religion. You can never have so much fun. But anyway, I want to show you this, if Isaac could run it, if you got it ready. This is a teaching tape that we did for a children's church 10 years ago. Isaac's 13 years old. He has blonde hair. And this is kind of a funny, we're going inside his room. Do y'all have that ready? Yeah. You have it ready? Where is Isaac, by the way? Okay, this is Isaac's room. You have the sound?
We're going to Isaac's room right now. We're coming.
Okay, here we are. It's Isaac's room. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Do not panic! Do not panic! Isaac, we will find you. We will get you out. We will send help. Do not panic. Relax. We will find someone. We have a SWAT team. They will find you in this room. You will not be lost forever. Your mom and dad will find you. We will send help. Oh, it's stirring. There he is. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let's look at at this room. Wow, there's Superman in the car, but he didn't super clean up the room. Oh, let's look at him close up. Wow. Wow, this is what a teen looks like when he first wakes up in the morning. What a guy, huh? Pretty happy, huh? Look at that smile. That's what any dad and any parent wants to see, a smiling child that can talk. Okay, now we want to discuss the bed. What was that you're sleeping with right there? That big black thing, what is that? You're killer whale, let's hold that up. What is that, a killer whale? Everybody else sleeps with a teddy bear and you sleep with Willie the killer whale? He comforts you at night? Shamu, okay.
Okay, so I want you to know that if you are a member of an Eastern religion, which is what most other religions are, you would never be able to do that. And one reason they can never have fun, because when you have a system of works and you're working your way to heaven, you never really know if you got there right. You never know if you're just short. You never know if you may blow it that day, so you can never really have any fun. But when you have Jesus in your heart, that He's in your heart, He is in your heart, and He'll stay there no matter what. So what that means is when you're a Christian, you can have genuine joy, and you can have fun, and you can enjoy yourselves and the people around you. And that's the main reason you want to be a Christian. That's the main reason if you know someone in Eastern religion, you want to pray for them, and you want to live your life before them. That's the best way you can get them to change their minds. Now we have Mr. Isaac coming here. He's going to do some announcements. Here he is, and I think I'll tell you the belly button story next year. It's a great story. Maybe my grandkids will tell you. They think it's a great story.
You're not missing anything. All right. Anyway, all right. Well, we'd like to have a ceremony for the chapel team. If the chapel team could come up, Miss Janet could come up. We're gonna be honoring the chapel team. We had 20 kids on the chapel team this year. Let's give it up for the chapel team. Awesome stuff. Cool. All right. Yes, indeed. Quite an operation here. Got a tech team, drama team, praise team. Awesome stuff. All right. Well, if you really want to know the verse that I've based chapel on this year, God just gave me this verse. I had another verse and He gave me this one. It is, with everybody listening, it is Matthew 6:33, and that's seek first the kingdom of God and live righteously, and He will give you everything you need. Not necessarily everything you want, but everything you need. So that's what we've been doing. We've been following after God. If the praise team was just focusing on doing the motions or just thinking about something else, and they weren't focused on God, then the praise wouldn't be that good that week. And so we had to decide, you know what, in our lives, when we're off stage, on stage, we have to decide to seek first the kingdom of God, to be thinking about God in everything that we do. And that's why we've been so successful, and that's why we've had such a great year, because we've been focused on God. How many of y'all think it's a good thing to focus on God? It's an awesome thing. And in a Christian school, we'd be excited about God. So, all right. They bleeped me out there. All right, anyway. Okay, now first of all, we have Miss Jana. She's joined our team this year. Let's give it up for Miss Jana. All right. She's directed our dramas and our praise, and she's been awesome. And you know, the thing that she's done this year is she doesn't just gather the kids up and start commanding them to do things. She cares about the kids. She visits with them as much as she can. And I know that they love her and she loves them. And it's just a great relationship watching them, interact. And it's just cool. So I feel like I've been like a spiritual father in chapel, and she's like a spiritual mother. She kind of completes our little chapel family. So it's awesome. Let's give it up again for Miss Jana. All right. She's done an awesome job. Awesome job. All right, and by the way, she made certificates for the kids. I didn't even ask her to do it. She just made certificates for the kids, and she had us both sign them. So she's just awesome. She goes above and beyond the call of duty every week. So she's awesome. So, all right, well, first of all, we have Noah Gomez. Noah Gomez. All right, I didn't even ask you to cheer. You just cheered. The love in the room. All right, at the age of 11, all right, you can stay up here for a minute here. You can stay up here for a minute until I'm done talking. That's what everybody will do on the chapel team. I'll talk about you, and then when I'm done, then you can go back to your booth or your seat or whatever. Okay, at the age of 11, he has learned how to lead a team. At the age of 11, I knew how to eat, sleep, and mess up my room. All right. and now he knows how to lead a team. He's awesome. He's done a great job. He's actually led our tech team for 2 years. And when he's not here, everything falls apart. So let's give it up for Noah. He's done an awesome job. All right, sir. All right, we have Nate Goins, the one, the only. Nate. All right, well, Nate, he's probably one of the smartest kids on the team, and he's so smart that he doesn't even care if you think he's smart. All right? He's so smart because he's watching. He's always watching what's going on. You have the feeling that he knows exactly how to run everything, how to run all the equipment, and he's also filled in for Noah sometimes when he's been gone, and he's learned actually how to run it. And I think, Nate, that you will be able to run sound someday, somewhere in some program. I think that you'll be able to do that because he knows how to run it. Because listen, guys, listen. Here's what the thing is that when I don't know something about tech, I'll ask Noah, hey, how do we fix this? And then if Noah doesn't know, he'll ask Nate. So it's awesome. Nate is very skilled, very good at his job. So let's give it up for Nate again. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. Okay, well, we have Hannah Harris. Hannah Harris. All right. Well, Hannah, I have not announced this. I've not said this before, but she has written all of our dramas this year. She's written all of our dramas. Yes, indeed. All right, not many kids could do that. Not many adults could do that. She also helps out behind the scenes with multimedia, and she is acting, singing, does it all. And also, Jesus, he helped out in front of the scenes. He spoke in front of people, and he also helped out behind the scenes. He not only led people, but he served people. And that's an awesome example that Hannah's done because she's I know a lot of people that are willing to get up on stage, but when it comes out, helping where nobody can see you back there in the tech booth, they don't want to do it. And Hannah does both. So let's give it up for Hannah. All right. Thank you, Hannah. All right. Isaiah Espindola. He does our house lights. Those are those little lights up there. He does those. All right. Now, Isaiah, you have had such a good attitude this year. And I tell you what, Isaiah, you've been not only just a helper, but you've been a friend, and you've been a good team member, a team player. And you know what? I think that when we get to heaven, that God's gonna look at our hearts, and He's not just gonna look at just all the work that we did or stuff. He's gonna look at if we obeyed Him. And Isaiah, he's done a great job, and he's been a great team member. So let's give it up for Isaiah. All right, he's been here every week, helping with the house lights. All right, we have Jonathan Bame. Jonathan Bame. Everybody, how are you doing, sir? All right, Jonathan Bame, he's cool. Okay. All right, now Jonathan Bame, I have known him for a lot of years, and he's helped me out probably with every program that I've done that he's been at, and he just has a great heart to help. And you know what? Don't let anybody stop you from having that good heart. Don't let anybody stop you from wanting to help or doing that, because you know what? Sometimes when we get in school, people say, oh, you're a nerd because you want to help or stuff like that. And you know what? You're not a nerd, and God is cheering you on. God in all heaven is saying, you're doing a great job. So thank you, Jonathan, for being on the praise team and the drama team. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm going to shake everybody's hand. Everybody walks away. But anyway, all right. Now, we have Eden Clark. Eden Clark on the drama team and the praise team. Oh, let's give it up for Eden. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now, Eden is probably our funniest actor, I would say. She's hilarious. And you know what? One time we had a skit that was really bombing, and it was really going terrible. And Eden pulled it out of the fire by ad-libbing. She started to just throw in some stuff, and she's just good. She's a good actress, and that's probably her main contribution to the services, is how good of an actress that she is. So let's give it up for Eden. Awesome job, awesome job. All right. Now we have Zyme Osvich. All right. All right, and once again, just like Jonathan, don't let anybody, just stay up here. Don't let anybody talk you into, not being nice or not being helpful, because you know what? Zion has been very nice and very helpful, and he's been very well behaved, and that's a good thing. We should cheer people on when they're we should cheer people on when they're well behaved. We shouldn't be bullying them to, do something else. All right, so he's been awesome. He's put his heart into praise and to drama, and thank you, Zion, for serving on the team. We're looking forward to having you on the team next year. Let's give it up for Zion again. Come on, all right. Woo! Okay, we have Kobe Perry, Kobe Bryant. Oh, anyway, all right. Now, I understand, I don't work directly with the praise team anymore. Jana does that. But what I understand from Jana is that, he's on the praise team, by the way. What I understand from Jana is that Kobe has an awesome singing voice. He could be another Reuben Studdard. No, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, he's been awesome, and you know what? He can, turn face the audience. He can say a lot with just an expression. I don't know hardly any kids that can say a lot with their expression, because they're all silly and everything like that. But he can what he's thinking by just looking at him. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's a very smart guy. So let's give it up for Kobe. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Good voice. Reuben Studdard. Okay. Now, I'm lost now. Julius. We have Julius Hernandez. Come on. Let's give him a hand clap. All right. We know the drill. All right. Julius, he's been in our praise and drama team, and I'm sure that everybody has their bad days and everything, but I have never once seen Julius in a bad mood. Never seen him in a bad mood. I'm sure some friends have, but I never have, and I think he has a great attitude, and he's done an awesome job. Let's give it up for Julius. Thank you, sir. Good attitude. All right, we all have our moments, but he has a good attitude. All right, Timothy Cornwell. All right. Timothy, I would say that you are equally good at everything that you do. I would say that you are special. You're spatial. Anyway, I would say you do praise, you do drama, and he's good at everything. He can help out with tech, and he's good. So let's give it up for Timothy. He's awesome. He has the charm. All right. We have Angela Ninist on our praise and drama team. Now sometimes I feel like I have a word for somebody, and sometimes I don't, but I feel like, Angela, that you're going to be a boss sometime, that you're going to be in charge of something, that's what I feel like. I feel like God's telling me that you're going to be a boss. You're going to be in charge of something sometime, because you know what? She's a great follower, and when you're a great follower, you're going to be a great leader. She's never argued. She's never had a bad attitude, and she's just awesome. So let's give it up for Angela. Thank you. All right. Now, Ethan Aleman. All right, sir. He's all decked out in his thug gear. No. Anyway, he's gonna leave school in his lowrider today. No, I'm kidding. You see that shirt? It says let it ride or something. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. It's like calligraphy or something. Anyway, well, Ethan, he is awesome. I think I have a word for you, Ethan. I think that you are going to be, if not a pastor, something similar to a pastor, because you know what? You're friendly, you're hardworking, you're good at speaking in front of people, speech meet, and he's good at doing praise, and just a good attitude and a hard worker. So let's give it up for Ethan. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Now, Brooklyn Harris. All right. We got the frills. All right. Now, Brooklyn, you know what? When we were all kind of starting praise last year, I would kind of, I was running the praise team and the tech team, so I was going back and forth a lot. We didn't have time to really improve on anything other than just, make sure everybody didn't kill each other. Okay, and so we've been able to really improve this year on praise. And Brooklyn, what she's done is she's really improved on the praise too also. And, when the year started, we were all kind of figuring out what to do. And now on praise, Brooklyn's like, what's up? She's like doing the motions, and she's smiling, and she's doing all that. And you're a great praise leader. I think you're going to be a leader too. Sometime when you get older, I think you're going to be a leader. So let's give it up for Brooklyn. All right. All right, Teresa. All right, Teresa. Okay, now Teresa, the thing about Teresa is most kids are not very restrained. But Teresa, you know what? She thinks before she speaks. And she's always like even when she's like joking or being silly, she's like proper and like a princess and like dignified and like, you know, and I think Teresa, that you're gonna be in charge of someday also. I think that you're gonna be a boss and a leader, because you know what, you can't just say anything as a boss. All right? So let's give it up for Teresa. She's done a great job. Let's give it up. Come on. All right. Now we have Caleb Nemus. Let's give it up for Caleb. All right. Now Caleb's done an excellent job. He's been on our drama team this year. And you know, Caleb, I've heard from different people that you're shy, but I don't really think that you are, because I've seen you act. And I've seen you do all these things, and I think that you're going to be not only an actor, but I think that you're going to be a funny actor because you're good, you're very talented, and he always talks to me, so nobody's shy all the time, right? You know, anyway, people said I was shy too in school, so that's a lie. Okay, let's give it up for Caleb. He's awesome. All right. Now Daniel Long. All right, now the story that I remember about Daniel this year is that when we were getting volunteers for the drama team, I said, who wants to be on the drama team? And a lot of people raised their hand, and Daniel says, I do not want to be on the drama team. And I said, okay, all right. And then I kept talking to the people, and Daniel said again, I do not want to be on the drama team. I said, okay, all right. And then I kept talking, and then he says, by the way, I do not want to be on the drama team. And I said, all right, it's written down, we know. All right, and then I kept talking, and then he says, I don't want to be on the drama team. And then we would do dramas for a few months, right, in chapel. And then he told me later, he said, I want to be on the drama team. and by then all the spots were filled. But how many of y'all are looking forward to seeing Daniel on the drama team next year? All right, he's going to be good. You could be another Larry Long sometime. All right. All right, good job. Okay, now Ireland Davis. Let's give it up for Ireland. Let's give it up. Let's give her a hand clap. All right. Now, as I understand it, Ireland has not had much experience acting until this year, but you would never know it, because from her very first skit, she was a good actor. I think you're not only good at drama, but you're good at comedy, and you're just a good actress. So let's give it up for Ireland. We're looking forward to having you on the team next year. All right. Christian Stolas. Let's give it up for Christian Stolas. All right, come on, let's give him a hand clap. There you go. All righty. I just can't help it. If I just hear a few people clapping, I want everybody to clap. So, Christian, I do not have a specific, job that you're going to do or in the future or whatever, but I do know this, Christian, is that you are going to be a leader of some kind. You are going to be a leader, and you're going to be awesome at whatever that you do. And I've seen you're kind of like Timothy also. You've been good at pretty much everything that you've done. And he's also grown as an actor, grown as a person, and spatial. And let's give it up for Christian. All right. Awesome. Okay, we have Brad Kuchera. All right. Now, Brad is a very, very friendly person, and he's always smiling, and he's always having a good attitude. And I know there you go, smiling. And if you know his older brother, Matt, they both smile a lot, and he comes from a great family. And I know you've been through some stuff this year and this past year, but you know what? We're here for you, and I want you to know that we're not just doing a program. That we are here to support each other, and I just want to let you know that we're praying for you, and we're here for you, whatever that you go through. We've all been through stuff, and how many of y'all that when you went through something that your friends that they helped you? All right, that's awesome. That's what we should do as Christians. So let's give it up for Brad. He's done an awesome job. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, we have is Jacob gone? Jacob gone? All right. Well, I'll just share about Jacob. Jacob is like nuts. Jacob Wepler. How many of y'all know Jacob Wepler? Jacob has been awesome on the drama team and on the praise team, and he's just the most excited person that we have on the team. He's just done an awesome job. So, is Liz not here? Is Liz here? Miss Cox? Not here? Okay. All right. Well, we have Mr. Long. How many of y'all have ever had a harsh boss? How many of y'all have ever had a harsh boss? Well, Mr. Long is not a harsh boss. He's the greatest person in the world to work for. And let's give it up for Mr. Long. And thank you, teachers. Thank you, everybody. We had a great year.
Hey, Jana, come on up. Jana, let's, I want to embarrass them for a few minutes. You know, Pastor Jim says something that things don't happen by accident. Where's Isaac? Come on, Isaac. That things don't happen. How many of you guys, y'all just wake up in the morning and you say, clothes, get on me, and your clothes are on you. Teeth brushed and your toothbrush goes up. It'd be nice, but how many of y'all know things just don't happen? You have to work at them. How many of y'all think we have had awesome chapels, not once or twice, but all year long? Well, the reason is because we have two leaders that believe in you guys, that have vision, and want to give God their very best. Jana gets off of work every week to come up here to spend time on drama practices on Wednesday and coming up on Thursdays, an hour and a half to 2 hours each week, not because she doesn't have anything else to do, but because God has placed it in her heart. She's exercising the gift God has placed in her, and she's developing and growing the chapel team, which in turn helps you guys have an awesome worship experience. So let's give them a great big hand. They're awesome. No, you guys can do better than that. That's a wimpy one. Let's give them a great big hand. All right. Just want to brag on Isaac. Isaac has a lot of vision on what he wants this chapel service to look like. He knows exactly what he wants it to be. Each week he spends time, he gets on the computer and he has, minute by minute, he knows what's going to happen in chapel. He's very organized and there's just a lot of order. How many of y'all know God is a God of order? Absolutely. So he spends time, I'm not talking 30 minutes before he goes to bed one night. He spends hours every week because he loves doing chapel and he loves you guys. So let's give it up for Mr. Isaac. Alrighty. Now at this time, we're going to go ahead and be dismissed. Let's go ahead and let the first graders go. I'm sorry.